Random House Audio presents The Long Walk by Brian Castner. This is Brian Castner. To Jesse, who loves me in spite of all this. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Who should I send? Who will go for us?" I said, "Here I am, send me." Then I said, "Until when, Lord?" And he replied, "Until cities lie in ruins without inhabitants, houses are without people, the land is ruined and desolate." Isaiah chapter 6, verses 8 and 11. Providence became a personality and a dominant force in the world of our own. Luck, there was no such thing. For luck comes to man whose foresight and planning can ensure perfection to the highest degree possible. And after that, what cannot be planned or foreseen is in the hands of Providence. This was Shackleton's creed. Journal entry of Dr. Eric Stuart Marshall, polar explorer, traveling with Ernest Shackleton to the South Pole in 1908. Life consists in what a man is thinking of all day. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Author's note. I served as an officer in the United States Air Force from December 1999 to September 2007. I deployed to Saudi Arabia in August 2001, to Balad in central Iraq in January 2005, and to Kirkuk in northern Iraq in May 2006. This is the story of those events and the times that came after. Everything in this book feels true. It's as correct as a story can be from someone with blast-induced memory lapses. Nothing was changed to create a moral or to ease discomfort. It's as real as I can make it, though reality and objectivity sometimes have little to do with one another. Chapter 1. Whirl is king. The first thing you should know about me is that I'm crazy. I haven't always been. Until that one day, the day I went crazy, I was fine. Or I thought I was. Not anymore. My crazy is a feeling. It's the worst, most intolerable feeling I've ever had, and it never goes away. When you're crazy, you make a list of people you have told, the people you have come out to. My list is small. One best friend, but not another. Jimbo and John and Greg, but not the other guys on the team. Your wife, but not your mother. Those that you think will get it, will understand. And now I'm telling you that I'm crazy, and I don't know why. The second thing you should know about me is that I don't know how to fix it, or control it, or endure from one moment to the next. The crazy is winning. So I run. I run every day, twice a day sometimes, out the front door of my peaceful suburban home, past sticky blast scenes of sewage and motor oil and bloody swamps of trash and debris, ankle deep, filling the road, sidewalks, shop and house doorsteps. I run through dust clouds, blown in off the desert or kicked up by the Hilo rotor wash. I run past the screaming women that never shut up. Don't shut up now. I should have made them stop when I had a chance. I run as fast as I can, as long as I can, my feet hitting the pavement in a furious rhythm along the river near my home. I run in the hottest part of the day, the full afternoon blaze, the heat of the black asphalt, baking in the summer sun, rising through my shoes and into my feet. I speed up, but the crazy feeling is still winning. It overwhelms. Sweat pours down my flushed face, in my eyes. Albit's chalk-white skin and brown-dried blood from head to toe. Kermit's skin was blue, after they finally found him and put him in his box. Did Jeff have any skin left to show his mother? I run every day, on the road and along the river stretching to my left, occasionally veiled by low trees swaying in the sunshine and the light breeze off the water. My left knee started aching 5 miles ago. My teeth are rotting out of my head. My throat closes. My left eye twitches. The detonation rains concrete chunks on my head, splits my ears, dismantles our robot, and peppers the armored truck with molten steel. I reach for my rifle. I run down the road outside my home to the drone of Humvee diesel engines and in the purple sunrise over a flat desert. The crazy in my chest is full to bursting, but the protest of my overworked lungs and heart tamps it down. The crazy feeling never leaves, but the run makes the rest of the body scream louder, one din to cover another. The foot sits in the box, because why not? Where else would you put it? The foot sat in the box. I run and don't want to stop. The adrenaline has been building all day, and it finally has a release. The boil overflows. Fidgety legs and shaking arms pump and swing. When I stop, the crazy feeling refloods my swollen heart, lungs, ribs. My eye twitches. I speed up again. My head swims and swirls. Helicopters and dust fade. I put my rifle down, shrug off my vest. Sweat wipes clean Albitz's hands, and Ricky's head, and Jeff, and Kermit, and my knee is screaming louder than the women. My ragged breath shakes my chest. I run and run and run, and in the try to pound out of my head what once was. The C-130 landed in Kirkuk just before dark. A couple of Toyota Hilux pickup trucks, driven by our tired predecessors, were there to meet us at the end of a long and exhausting day. Truth is, they would gladly have met us at any time, in the middle of the night even, because our arrival meant they could leave. Leave to go home, to wives and children and sex and alcohol, and sleeping in and not getting shot at. The place we had just come from. You can drive the little stick-shift Hiluxes on the FOB, our walled forward operating base, because no one is trying to kill you there. It's a foreign reminder of home, a normal thing to do every day. Get in a regular truck and drive, on the right side of the road, at a normal speed, with no one trying to shoot you. Simple pleasure. Bags of gear piled high in the truck beds, we pulled up to the converted hardened aircraft shelter on the west side of the runway, our home base for the rest of our tour. The French-made blast doors of the HAZ were cracked open, and the 2-foot-thick rounded concrete roof arched 3 stories overhead. Inside were the aluminum bunk trailers, the plywood offices and ops desk, a tent or two housing dusty equipment, our whole operation under the protective concrete canopy. As I lay in bed that night, in my new cell, bed, table, trunk, shelf, I stared at the ceiling. I closed my eyes, and I was in my old room in Balad. I opened them in Kirkuk. Closed, and I smelled the diesel fuel off the droning generator, the dead mice caught in our traps, the rotting tent flaps of my fabric-partitioned room in Balad. Opened them, and it's just the sheet metal ceiling of my box in Kirkuk. I'm back. I'm still here. I never left. It was less than a year and I was back in Iraq. It was less than a minute and I was back in Iraq. I needed to be back. I would do better this time. I lie in bed blown up like a balloon, my chest distended and full. The crazy feeling has filled me to the brim in the darkness of my bedroom, alone next to my sleeping wife. My left arm has gone numb again, left eye twitching as I attempt to close it. The gurgling in my back is growing, first low, then on my upper left side. My heart beats loud, hard, sporadic. I miss a beat. Speed up catch up, miss 2. A catch up again. The more I miss, the more the crazy feeling grows. High, full, boiling sea. I sit up, turn my feet over the side of the bed, and just try to breathe. My lips tingle and my head spins. My wife has found me on the floor before, face to the pine, a divot on my forehead where I hit the dresser corner on the way down. I lie back down to avoid a repeat. My heart bumps, skips, and gurgles. My jaw aches, and I check again for loose teeth. My eye twitches. And again. The crazy feeling builds and builds. It never stops. It never ends. There is no relief. My helium chest is light as a feather. The weight of the ceiling is a granite block pushing my chest into the bed. What the fuck is happening to me? The streets got narrower and narrower as we entered the town of Hawija. The broad highway gave way to 2-lane main arteries, then narrower neighborhood roads, then 1-lane funnels between high courtyard walls. Over a curb and through one tiny gap, and our driving mirrors on each side snapped off clean, our door handles scraping away rock and concrete in the pinch point.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?